This is Fat Bee Man, and we're going to talk about crystallized honey. I just brought this honey in. I had stored back in my my bee lab. Now all beekeepers are going to get crystallized honey. Doesn't mean there's a thing wrong with this honey. This honey crystallized because the flow, this was a privet flow, and some honeys have a lot more sugar content. Now all you have to do is to put this in warm water. Personally, I don't like to heat them up. I would set it on the railing outside and let the sun do it. These are canning lids, and you need to crack this loose in case it starts to get too hot. The slower you can bring the temperature up, the better. Now, you can use most kinds of pans to bring this back to a liquid. This is a pressure cooker pan. The metal is a lot thicker. Now, you can take paper towel, double it over about 4 or 5 times, stick it in the bottom, stick this down in your pan, bring the water up to about 1 inch or 2 inches below the edge here on a very low fire. Now, if you don't want to use paper towels, this would be a much better way. A dishcloth, fold it in 4, brings it up, you set that there. You don't want the jar to come in contact with the metal. You want water underneath it, and that gives room so that it doesn't end up getting the glass too hot and cracking. It's the same principle in canning. Now, pressure cookers, they have a metal piece that goes in the bottom and holds your vegetables and stuff up. If you have the metal to put in the bottom, that's even better yet. But I would still put a cloth on top of the metal, because you don't want to take a chance of it kind of vibrating in there and busting your jar. But this honey, as long as you don't bring it up faster than this here particular jar, would probably take 35 minutes to an hour to bring it back to a liquid state. There's not a thing wrong with it. This, personally, I would use it for bee feed, because I feed a lot of my honey back if I don't sell the honey. But it's one way to bring this back to a liquid state. Now, this video, I'm doing it because one of my students called me up and we was talking about it. He said, you ought to do a video to show when honey turns crystallized. It's basically crystallized honey, not a thing wrong. Actually, it's similar to a cream honey. You can see there's a little bit of water in it, but if you turn it upside down, it's not going to come out. Now, this is actually, when it crystallized like that, from the high content of the sugar, natural sugars in the nectar, you can take a spoon, pull some out of here, and just spread it on your toast. It's very good that way. I wouldn't throw it away. Honey never spoils. You can have honey for years and years. And, if it stays liquid, you just have a lower content of sugar in the nectar. The sugar is what's crystallizing in there. Does nothing to the honey. This is the Fat Bee Man, and we're doing this is the first video of 2013. I hope to bring you about 4 or 5 videos a month. If I'm not busy, I can do some videos. Thanks for watching the Fat Bee Man. And if you can, make a donation. It helps makes these videos, keeps new information coming out. You can get the web address on my webpage, dixiebeesupply.com, and you can leave a comment. Thank you for watching.